So excited to be back here with you this morning. So I want to recap a little bit. We did this background page yesterday. With this is all just different collage elements that we put in, and this is what it looks like when it's all dry. I like that it's sort of understated. Like this is scrapbook paper, and it's just sort of, you're just getting a little bit of the images. This is the Yo Quiero Taco Bell. There's my little Taco Bell insignia. So this is what it looks like when it was all done. Lots of little different layers, and now it's ready for me to now put something else on top of it as I'm journaling through my book. So this page has also lots of the journaling elements, that same stencil that I used on both sides of the spread. And this is a pen and ink rose that I did. So this is talking about, this page is going to be about Proverbs 16:9, that says that we can make plans for ourselves in our own mind, but the Lord declares our steps. So what that got me thinking about was, I have this is Joy and Triumph is what this hymnal was classified under. So I love that, because there is a joy in allowing the Lord to lead our steps, to guide us. And there's a triumph, because he's got so much more for us than we can fathom or imagine when we just fall into faith into him and what his plans are for our lives. And that creates sunshine in my soul. There's sunshine, there's music, there's gladness in my soul. I just loved all that. So so what I promised I would do is, I'm going to draw another rose down here, but I kind of like it, I want it to be like a rose bud, because that to me is sort of, we can bud ideas, and aren't we gloriously and wonderfully made that we can plan and we can plot and we can make plans and dream and inspire and imagine. Like, we are just that fabulous. That's how our God created us. But how even more glorious when we plan and we imagine and we dream for the glory of God, right? So this is, I feel like, what it is to be in the fullness of God, walking in what he's created us to be. And then I'm going to do a little bud down here, because that's what I think is our responsibility. It's our responsibility to dream. He plants those dreams in there. It's our responsibility to meet him in that place and go there. Okay, so enough talking, Lisa. Hush now. So let's see. I have up on my computer a reference photo that I'm going to be sketching from. So it is so much easier to sketch from a reference photo than it is to try to have to imagine what a rose looks like. Who could remember? I can't. I don't know. So so now this is going to be, we're also going to be doing something called stippling. And what stippling is, it's just lots of little dots. So can you see in here how I'm sort of creating the shadows just by doing dots? It's time consuming, but it's a cool look. There's a coolness to it. My daughter, she loves this technique, and she's so good at it. So you should appreciate this, because this is truly me being patient here and doing this. I usually wind up getting frustrated and kind of just move on. But today I will do it. I will stipple. So here, I'm just kind of going off my reference photo. Here I've got lots of shadow coming in. And then I've got sort of this great petal coming off over here, and it comes down, and then this comes down as well. So this is like where you can just imagine all that shadow is going to be coming off of the bud and into that petal that wants to open up. And isn't that like what our dreams are like? And we release into him, and we dream big God-sized dreams that only he, without him, they just are not going to happen. But when we release into him, how exciting is it when he brings it all to fruition? So I want to remind you, while I am sort of coming in here and very, very tediously putting in this little bud. Now this bud did turn out to be sort of big compared to this guy, but that's okay, right? Because we have, a bud is usually smaller because it opens up into that. But listen, you know what? I have a big God, and I have got some big God-sized dreams. I am just going to put in a little bit of lines in here because I do want it to, I want to get the dimension of the flower. And if you've got, you can create dimension with your line so that if I want it to look like this is rounded, if I kind of come in and round those lines a little bit, you see how that makes it pop out and become more rounded. I'm just going to hide it a little bit with that. Okay, so here I have another little doohickey, and this one just seems to have a pop of shadow sort of in here. I then have another doohickey that comes in here, and this one has lots of shadows coming in and coming up as that little rose is opening. There seems to be just this like kind of mass of darks in the middle there. Then there is one coming here and one coming here. And these two are all going to be darker. And then I have sort of a big one kind of going along the back. So this is all off of my photo, my reference photo. And then I have this fantastic petal kind of come in here. And here is going to be all shadows coming in. So you see how this would take patience and time. That's all right. We can do it, right? We got a little bit of a glare.